Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So the Ballon d'Or, it was for me, it was an open secret, right? It was an open secret since probably the Club World Cup final. For me, he deserved it. Dembele Usman, he deserved the Ballon d'Or. But before we talk about that, I just wanted to find out from you guys that is the Ballon d'Or still the Ballon d'Or that we used to know, right? Not just because there is no longer Messi, there is no longer Ronaldo, those kind of things, but also Real Madrid seem to be pushback, right? Doing their pushbacks, they don't attend the ceremonies as much as their players are being nominated, but they don't attend those the ceremonies. Since last year, they say they didn't do the same. Um, so what I'm saying is that does the Ballon d'Or have the future that we are looking at, right? Is it still have the importance that we used to, from December, thinking that who is going to win it, who is going to do this, the hyper thing, whatever. At the moment, what is happening is that only the newspapers, the media, they are still pushing for the hyper of the Ballon d'Or, but I think the players themselves, the supporters, I don't think they still have the zeal or the interest that used to be 5, 10 during your Ronaldinho's time, your Kaká's time, your what to call it, your George Weah's time, it was that big, right? For me, since Benzema won it, I think from that time, it's no longer the Ballon d'Or that we used to love, right? Going back to Dembele, the other sad thing that I saw yesterday was that there was no standing innovation or standing um, people stand to say, look, we recognize you, you did so well. Even the clapping of hands was minimal. For me, because people, this is the sad thing, right? People are used to see it's either Madrid or Barcelona winning the Ballon d'Or. That's what people are used to. And if you look at the numbers that goes there, mostly are from Spain, and it's that's the sad part of it, because people, they won't recognize anyone who doesn't, or who has never played for the two clubs. So it was sad for me to see the reception that Ousmane Dembele got. I would imagine if it was Yamal who won that, what could have happened, right? People could have stood up, people could have clapped their hands, people could have whistled. A lot of things could have happened there. But because he's from France, he's playing for PSG, but he did play for Barcelona at one point. That's the unfortunate part of this. It's not about race or whatever, but I think it's about people just believe that if you want to be the best player in the world, you should have played for Barcelona, you should have played for Real Madrid, and nothing else, right? If you come from any other even leagues, that's why you see that England, they struggle to bring to produce the best player in the world. Italy, they I remember, if I'm not mistaken, the last Italian player to win it was it not Cannavaro or something like that years back. And Kylian Mbappe struggled to win it in France. I think he was, for me, in 2 years ago, he was one of the best players. He should have won it. And so that's how sad it is. So, but anyway, congratulations to Dembele. He did very well. I think he didn't only win the World Cup and the Club World Cup, but he won almost everything last season. Yeah, so, and also he's 28, 29 now, so he deserved to win it in front. in front of Yamal. Yamal is still young, 18, 19 years. He still have time to win the Ballon d'Or. As much as he did so well, I think also for me, Yamal and Raphinha, they did very, very well last year. Um, so they also deserve to be nominated. Um, Palmer, well, I think it's it's good to see him there as well. I think it's a motivation fact for him to do well this season. Also for players like Estavo to do well. They know that even if you are still young, you can still do wonders while playing for Chelsea. So it's good for his nomination also there. Yeah, so the other thing that I was also worried or I didn't I don't know how to talk to say about to say is the way players like your your Kane, he scored so many goals in Bundesliga. The there was of course Rafinha was nominated, but I think he was also supposed to be in the top three for me. You know, so it's I don't know how they tend to choose. Maybe it's because Bayern Munich they didn't win the any major league. They only won the 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 league in Germany, but they didn't win anything outside Germany. So that's the sad part of it. But I'm just worried that it's where we are going with this trophy or with the Ballon d'Or. I think for me, if they wanted to still remain relevant, the FIFA and so forth, they must relook at the model, relook at the structure, relook at everything, so that people they can also respect it, right? So we are done with the Ballon d'Or thing. There's something that I also wanted us to speak about is PSG, right? I watched the match yesterday between PSG and Olympique Marseille. What a game it was! I think it's one of the best games that I've seen so far this season, right? Um, let's talk about Deserbi, right? Deserbi for me, he now deserves to coach Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, um, Inter Milan. Oh no, these big teams, right? What I saw yesterday was a lot of determination from his players, right? You could see the difference. What he did, what it was a masterclass. It was a tactical thing that he did, right? You don't compare any team in the world with PSG at the moment, right? But they went toe to toe with PSG. They were attacking, right? And while we are still there, Mason Green, I still don't understand why he's not being bought by top teams, right? That guy is, for me, at the moment, is the best winger that the world has got, right? Let alone he's not even being called for the English national team. Is it because what he did some few years ago? Is it because because at first I thought it was because of the coach, the previous English coach. Now there is another coach, still is not calling him. Is it because probably these coaches are being told by the FA that don't call Mason Green, or what? I don't understand. Because if you look at the wingers that England has got at the moment, right? Even Saka himself, right? I don't think he is at that level at the moment. Of course, I know he's good and all those kind of things, but because of injuries and so forth, they should be calling him. They should be calling Mason Green in that English setup. But anyway, that's their problem. But yeah, I just felt that Marseille played so well yesterday, and the passion of the coach. He was given red card, I think, some 10 minutes, 5 minutes from full time. Yeah, but the game was up there, and obviously, PSG for now, we know that this season they are not going to win all the matches. They are not going to win 100% of the matches because they've lost now. Whether they win the cup or they win the league or whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. But What matters is that they are not going to what to be unbeaten the whole season. Yeah, so congratulations to Deserbi, congratulations to Olympique Marseille, with job well done, right? Let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea is playing today with Lincoln. I think it's called Lincoln or whatever it is. They're playing today. So it's good to see these kind of games coming through, but also it's good for players like your Hatos, your I think those young players to play to be able to compete, right? I know that obviously you won't be seeing probably your Caicedos of this world. You won't be seeing maybe your Pedros and all those kind of things, right? But what is more important for Chelsea is to see who is ready to fight for the first team, right? For the first 11 or so forth. So this is where all the players needs to look at. So need to compete and try their best. So yeah, I will be watching that game. I think let's watch it and so that we were able to comment and discuss this game that is coming tonight, right? So thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your morning, enjoy your afternoon, enjoy your evening, depending on where you are in the world. We'll talk again later in the afternoon, South African time. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Enjoy.